pro-choice is pro-life. I have a hard time understanding what that means.
Maybe the fetus would be better off not coming into this world.
But that's not life. I mean, that doesn't mean that choice is life. Choice is, in this circumstance, for what you're advocating is always death. So how can pro-choice be pro-life?
Have you ever seen what an aborted baby looks like?
Yeah.
And that doesn't bother you? How come?
I've killed before.
Yeah? Well, doesn't that bother you?
No.
And you think that's the way people ought to be?
Well,
why don't
I was trained by the United States government to kill.
Well, that's in defense. That's in defense.
Not really.
Well, we're not going out murdering people because of our own selfish gain.
Yeah.
Now, we have a right to.
Why don't we take children that are unwanted? I work in the hospital. I see a lot of battered children.
Yeah.
Do you think they should be lined up and shot?
It all depends.
On what?
Depends on what.
But, you know, I mean, when I was in Vietnam, I had a 8-year-old kid throw what they call a satchel charge.
Yeah, but these kids aren't doing that.
Let me finish. And if I would have killed that kid, I'd have been considered a murderer. Because it was a defenseless kid. But the kid, you know what a satchel charge is? It's a Russian-type hand grenade.
And I understand that happens a lot in Vietnam, but I don't see how that relates to the question I asked you about whether or not a battered child should be shot just because they're a battered child. Because
I don't think so, but it all depends.
So then why should a fetus be murdered just because it happens to be in the womb of somebody that doesn't want him? I don't see the logic.
I don't see the logic of having something you don't want if you can't.
Well, you see, the thing is,
I mean, if there's a way you can get out of it.
You see, the thing is, America wants the pleasures of sex, but we don't want the responsibilities that go along with it. That's what's happening. You see, that's just, you know, you take one thing, you take the other. Well, a person's going to engage in sex, they're going to have a baby. That's just natural law, you know.
Especially if you do it without any preventative.
Well,
pro-choice
is pro-life. What's the choice? The choice to either kill or not kill the baby. You know, I mean, I'm sure you recognize it as human life. See, there's a lot of help. That's why we're out here. We want to help these girls. We're not here condemning anybody. We're not here saying that, you know, you murderer.
Well, now you figure this. They've got enough pressure on their head with this decision that they've made to come in here and do this.
And you know what? You think that abortion is going to help them? You think that's the answer to their problems? The problem goes back further. It goes back into their own morals, the situation that they got into in the first place.
I just had lunch with a girl the other day. She's had 2 abortions. And that bothers her. And the thing, what she said, if this one person had shown me those pictures, I wouldn't have done it, and I don't think I made the right choice. Now, all we're trying to do is offer them the alternative. We never stopped anybody from going out here.
It's against the law to do that.
Sure.
Yeah, and we wouldn't do it
But you see, a lot of girls come in here and they don't really realize what's going on in their body. I mean, Dr. Tiller on East Kellogg advertised in the paper to do abortions up to 24 to 26 weeks. Look at that. That's what happens to little kids, man. That's just a little human life, just like you.
How would you feel if someone hands you trapped and butchered off your arms and your legs and cut you to pieces while you were still alive? That's what happens to those kids now. Who really has the right to do that?
I figure the mother does.
Because it's in her body?
Well, yes, that also. Now think about economics. I work full time.
So do I.
And with the bills I got, I couldn't support a wife or a child.
Hey, I tell you what, man. Yeah, you can. Yeah, you can. With our help, and with the help of some people that want to help.
I mean, I heard of Birthright? Money than you did, and I could support a wife if I was a man. It's just a matter of
women tell me, hey,
responsibility.
Also choice.
My mother had me when she was 45 years old. She lived through the Depression.
And there are other ways. You know, there are the adoption list is like.
Oh yeah.
It's terrific. There are people who will pay $3,000.
All that's ever asked of a woman is, will you carry that baby for 9 months? All expenses paid. See, abortion is just a completely selfish thing. It says, I don't want to be hassled, and and it's legal, and. See, I think, are you willing to help these girls? What if a girl comes to you and says, "Look, I'm pregnant. I really don't want to carry this. I don't want to. I'm in trouble." You know, a girl comes. What are you going to do for her? Are you going to do anything, or are you just going to say, "Well, you got a right to kill the baby. It's your choice."
You have a right to help.
But are you willing to help her? Are you willing to help that girl, to give of your time, your effort, your money to help that girl through that pregnancy? Are you willing to do that? What's your name?
Eric.
Eric? My name's Rob.
He's the guy that works over there in
Eric, are you willing to help that girl?
Well, if I was to get a girl pregnant, I would suggest you have an abortion. You call that shunning responsibility.
Yeah, that's what I call it.
Well, I call it pro-choice.
I call it selfishness.
Not only that, but you would probably try to
I know. But which one of us is right?
What if she didn't want to?
Which one of us is right?
What if she didn't want to?
Yeah.
Would then it not be any of your responsibility?
You just walk off.
Well, the lady that I'm seeing now had an abortion when she was 15, and I don't condemn her for that.
Well, I don't condemn
Well, we don't condemn her either.
Well,
but the thing is, it doesn't have to happen that way. Like I say, see, people are selfish. As long as
she's better off now.
Well,
10 years ago.
My friend doesn't think she's better off.
That's your friend.
And she's glad that there's people out here offering the other side. You know, some of these girls don't want abortions. They just want options. And they want to know that there's somebody to help.
Yeah.
We're willing to do that. You know, it's not that we're just out here saying, you're wrong, you're a sinner, you're going to go to hell. We're willing to say, we can offer you options. We'll help. We'll give you money. We'll, you know, do whatever you need.
Sure, birthrights. You know, like I say, it's, you know, we work through someone like that who has, gosh, like I say, free medical help. They'll help the girl get a job, which is tough. But like I say, you know, at least the support is there. You know.
Said, I didn't have
what
a
about
place to live. I'd take her home with me.
Yeah.
Right now, today.
And there's a lot of other people that would. A lot of other people that would too. You see, that's, you know.
You know, you have just as much right to be out here as you do.
Sure.
It's just that your son makes no sense. I mean,
there's no logic.
That side makes sense.
Let the woman
now,
have her
that side
choice.
makes a little more sense. I mean, I don't agree with the philosophy, but it makes a little more sense. But the other side,
about America.
The other side doesn't make.
You know, even Hitler had his own opinion.
Yeah, and this is how it
look what he did.
started in Germany.
You know, you think your philosophy is going to really help America? The philosophy that, if it feels good, do it, and don't worry about any consequences. Just you know, you're your own God. Do whatever you're not accountable to anybody. That's pretty well your philosophy, isn't it? That we pretty well do what we want to on this earth, and we try to be happy and live without any convenience. I mean, with the least amount of inconvenience, and that's pretty well what you believe, right? You know what? Is that right?
No, I believe that a woman has her choice.
Well, that's what I'm saying. That's all involved. That's what I'm saying.
Most of the time, you see a couple go in here, right? Men and women.